Getting a data science or machine learning certificate is a great way to learn important skills and show proof of your knowledge. But with so many options, it can be hard to pick the right one, and picking the wrong course can waste your time and not help you reach your goals, as not all courses are the same, and some are honestly just trash. In this video, we'll look at the top 6 data science and machine learning certificates to help you pick the best one. The goal of this quick video is to save you months by choosing the best course right away and help you get a job faster. So let's begin. First up on the list, we have the IBM Data Science Professional Certificate. This one is for aspiring data scientists and in general those who are looking to break into data science, whatever your job you're looking for. It's beginner level, 5 months at 10 hours a week, and you learn some of the key tools data scientists need. To get the final certificate, you have to complete 10 different courses, and this includes basic introduction to data science, a course about the tools and programming languages, a course about some of the methodology, and you'll also do a Python project and learn Python in general, while also learning about databases and SQL. And in course number 7, you'll also do a little bit of data analysis, visualization, and finally machine learning. And everything in this one, or pretty much all of it, is using Python, so it's a lot of Python in this course. You will also do a capstone project, which is kind of like a final project that you can put in your portfolio later. So how can this one help you if you're looking to move into data science? Well, Python is definitely a skill to learn. It's very valuable. And in this course, you're focusing on Python as the kind of main thing, so it's definitely one of the big advantages. This is going to give you a strong foundation for whatever you want to do next. Although it is a pretty short course, so it's definitely not enough to become a data scientist, but rather I see it as a piece in the bigger puzzle. So let's continue. Number 2 on the list is the Data Science Specialization from Johns Hopkins University. It's also for entry-level people looking to become a data scientist. Now, this one is a little bit different, and it's actually from a university and not from a company. Johns Hopkins is a major US-based university with a strong reputation. Universities tend to focus more on the theory rather than practical stuff, so we'll see what this course actually looks like. It's also beginner level and 7 months at 10 hours a week, so a little bit longer than the IBM one. There are 10 different courses in the program, and they're relatively similar, but you'll find a lot of differences to the IBM one as well. In the beginning, they give you an introduction to what a data scientist does, and then you'll start working with R. The R programming language is going to be a key part of this course, and you'll also use it for most of the other courses. The major difference here is that it actually digs deeper into things like statistical inference and regression models. When it comes to the practical side, it is only 8 hours, or technically another course developing data products as well as a capstone project, but the main difference here is that this one is focusing on R and the other one is working with Python exclusively. Whether you should pick R or Python is completely up to you, and we're going to go through courses that include both of them. Python is more in demand and there are more job openings in general, but R is also very popular, especially in academia or research, so it does make sense that the university focuses on this language. Next up on the list, we have a Microsoft certificate, and these ones are very popular and for good reason. It's the Azure Data Scientist Associate Professional Certificate. Now this one is for an intermediate level, but I actually checked the specific recommended experience, and it's really not that much. If you've taken a course like the 2 we mentioned before, or either of them, then you should be just fine. Here you'll learn how to manage Azure resources for machine learning, deploying, operationalize ethical machine learning solutions, as well as run experiments and train models. There are only 5 different courses in the certificate, and the final course is actually preparing for DP100. DP100 is a real certification, so a specific exam that you take directly from Microsoft. It's completely optional and you don't have to take it, and you'll still get your professional certificate, but if you do want to take that option, it can be a great thing to do as well. I would say that it's probably the main advantage about this one is that it directly prepares you for a real Microsoft certification. If you're wondering what the difference is between a certificate and a certification, well, the definitions can be a bit blurry, but in this instance I'm referring to certificates as the course completion certificates, and certifications as the things you get when you take a formal exam, with a proctor in a more real formal setting. Alright, next up on the list is more specific but also very important. I think it's something that most people are missing, especially in data science. Employers are probably going to respect you a little bit more, especially if you don't have a technical background. And it's the mathematics for machine learning and data science specialization. Now this one digs deep into some of the underlying mathematical concepts that make machine learning and data science function that it's based on. So it is a very good idea to dig into some of these as soon as possible. If you already have a degree in a quantitative field, you've probably already worked with some of these concepts, such as statistics and linear algebra, but now you can actually brush up on them and apply them to real data science scenarios. Now this one is also beginner level and 3 months at 5 hours a week. There are only 3 courses, but they are pretty long, so just be aware of that. And the first one is Linear Algebra for Machine Learning and Data Science. The second course is called Calculus, and the third one is about probability and statistics. Now in these 30 hours, give or take per course, you don't really have time to learn everything about these topics. They're very, very big topics and there is a lot to learn. And this one is definitely not supposed to replace these 3 math courses at university or college, but it's more a way to boost your knowledge and get introduced to them if you haven't heard about it before. It's also going to help you apply these concepts in a more practical scenario or practical setting. So it's perfect for those who are interested in data science, especially those who feel afraid of the math. And you don't have to be afraid, just take this course. Now, if you want to focus on machine learning itself, there is a better course for it, and it's the Machine Learning Specialization by Stanford University. It is also beginner level, but it recommends basic high school math, and the rest is kind of explained in the course. I would say that if you're taking the math course that I just mentioned, you should definitely take this before the machine learning course, because it's going to give you a really solid foundation to help understand some of these concepts and make this course way easier for you. But if you don't want to do that, that's completely fine. It's still made for beginners. But I want to emphasize that it's not meant to be easy by any means. It is machine learning after all. Now in this one, there are 3 different courses. And the first one is Supervised Machine Learning. The second one is Advanced Learning Algorithms, and the final one is Unsupervised Learning, Recommenders, and Reinforcement Learning. I would say that it's probably one of the best ways to dip your toes into machine learning and master the fundamental concepts. Professor Andrew Ng is also famous for his quality teaching, and I do think that it's a very good use of your time. It's only 2 months to 10 hours a week, and while the concepts are supposed to be hard, the 4.9 rating from 22,000 reviews shows that people are very happy with this one, and I rarely see a rating that's as high as this course. Next up is Applied Data Science with Python Specialization from University of Michigan. It is 4 months at 10 hours a week and intermediate level. Now here's where we again need to define intermediate level. In this case, it's an applied data science course, and that means that they focus more on applying the concepts to real-world scenarios, or at least doing something with the concepts. To do that, you'll need to have some of the theoretical and background knowledge as well. Now, in the first course, you're being introduced to data science in Python, but it's not really an introduction to data science itself, and that is why I think you should have taken at least one program where you actually learn the basics of data science before you take this one, but that's pretty much all you need. Now, there are 5 different courses in this one, and the first one is just the introduction. Then it focuses on applied plotting, sharding, and data representation in Python. And then it applies machine learning, text mining, and social network analysis. So who should take this course? I think it's pretty straightforward, and it's for people who have learned the basics but want to focus on Python and also start applying what they've learned. If you're feeling stuck and you've learned the theory and you want to get to doing stuff, this is a perfect course for you. It's been highly rated, so I do think that you should definitely give it a try. Picking a course is a lot about personal preference, as well as where you're starting from and what you want to learn. And I want to hear your opinion in the comments. Share which one is your favorite and why. And your opinion might help somebody else or help me make another video in the future. I've shown you many great courses, but the most important thing is just to get started. And if you're confused, just pick one and give it a try, and I'll leave a link in the description where you can try them out for free. Thanks for watching and good luck on your journey.